All right, so here we are, Garden Gab, episode 4. Today we were going to be talking about compost, and Mandy was going to be here to do composting with us. However, I swear Mother Nature is having a hot flash, and she decided to make things a little chilly outside and wet and kind of nasty. So we are postponing the compost video until next Friday. So hopefully we're going to have better weather for it. You can see that we're in our grow room. You're in the grow room with me today. And I happen to have a rather large plant. Anyone out there know what this is? Waiting to see if anyone knows what I'm holding. You've probably never seen this grown before. This takes about 7 to 10 months to grow. Okay. I know several of you have eaten this. I know my wife has eaten this. We go through a lot of it. And this would be our ginger. This is how ginger grows. You plant a little piece of ginger in some soil, and it takes about 5 weeks to really get going. Okay. This here is almost 3 months of growth. This is about 18 inches long. Yes, Jenny, it's ginger. And there's a reason I'm holding ginger. A lot of people are trying to plant out these little puppies already. Let me show you this. Okay. This is a jalapeno pepper plant. I know a lot of people right now because we are in our May weather. Well, end of May weather, where things are getting warmer. We had 70s yesterday. However, 70s yesterday, 40s today, 50s tomorrow. The weather is kind of crazy all over the place. And what I want to talk about is a last frost date and when to plant things outside. So many things require a certain soil temperature of 50 degrees or warmer. Now, 50 degrees doesn't sound like that much. And you think, oh, well, the outside temperature today was 70. The weather must be, or the soil temperature must be the same. But like I said, we are getting our May weather now. We're actually a month ahead. But the air temperature is still too cool. We have temperatures in the 30s at night, 40s at night. This morning when I got up at 3:30 in the morning, it was 47 degrees out. Right now it's 41 degrees out. So it's actually dropped 6 degrees just from this morning to tonight. So it's still really cold out for these little guys to go out. You need a daytime temperature of 70, a nighttime temperature of 50, and a soil temperature of 50. If you were to plant this outside tomorrow, even if you cover it over, it's not probably going to make it. If it does survive, it's not going to grow very much. You have to look at what's called a last frost date. Now, your last frost date, if you go on Google and you just type in last frost date in your zip code, you can pull up a website that'll tell you what your last frost date is. For us in this part of Aroostook County, we're typically between May 15th and June 1st. I have seen frost on June 1st. If you plant this in the ground, let's say Memorial Day weekend. You don't want your temperatures. June 1st, you get a frost. Bye-bye. If you plant this in the ground now, it's not going to make it or produce much. You can stunt it because of the temperatures. So you really need to check out your last frost date and when to put things in the ground. Now, a good rule of thumb is first week of May, second week of May, onions, leeks, your brassicas such as your broccoli, your cauliflower, your kale, things of that nature can go out now. They can take temperatures down to 20 degrees at night. We are not hitting 20 degrees at night right now. At least we're not. So we're okay. You know, the coldest it's been at night has been 25 at the coldest. Your other cool weather crops would be your lettuces, your carrots, your spinach, things of that nature. Things that need to wait until the first week of June. Normally I do 2nd or 3rd of June. Would be tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, squash, eggplant. You can plant your peas the 1st or 2nd week of May. The problem is that you need 55 degrees for those things to germinate. And if we're not getting 55 degrees, then you're going to have an issue with them not popping up. So you're better off to wait till 3rd week of May so we can get those temperatures a little warmer. Corn, 3rd, 4th week of May. Planting ginger in the ground, wait until the 1st week of June. Treat it like you would a tomato. So don't try to rush through and grow everything too fast. I mean, our grow time here, we only have 103 days. However, you can lengthen that with hoops over your beds, little individual cloches, which are little tiny plastic domes that you can put over things for the nighttime. Go out in the morning, take them off, let them get some sun where they don't get too hot. So they can do okay during the day, put them back on at night. It's a lot of work, but you can prolong probably about 2 weeks by doing that at the end of the season. You can put them on now to treat it a little bit like a little mini greenhouse in the spring. So that's always an option. You also have a lot of people will start cucumbers, squash, melons, things of that nature the 1st week of May. So this is a good time if you're going, excuse me, if you're going to start from seed. This is the week you do it. It takes about a week to pop up. And then once it gets its true leaves, you can set it outside under a cloches or a hoop, put it under some frost cloth, things of that nature. And then 1st week of June, plop it in the ground. So don't try to rush. It's still too early to be looking for tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, squash, things of that nature. Give it some time. So if you're going out and you're buying your veggies, wait till later in the season. Now, I know everyone is going crazy right now because last year it was hard to get anything because so many people started gardening. When COVID hit, everyone's worried about their food supply. You can always, trust me, I'm pretty sure things like garden centers, bonnie plants, things of that nature are going to be putting out more this year than they did last year because they're preparing for that. Some places are starting to, if you look at Southern Maine, Johnny Seeds, if you look at Burpee, if you look at, what are some other online stores? Baker Creek. They're producing more seed packets now. They had a hard time beginning of the season because they weren't geared up. But now I just ordered seeds the other day for some snapdragons. And I ordered on Monday and they were here on Wednesday. Boom, done. So it pretty quick. No one's really holding back right now. So take it easy, slow down, relax. You shouldn't be stressing. Gardening is not about stressing. It is about relaxing. It's about getting in tune with not only just growing your food, but getting in tune with the earth and knowing your temperature, knowing your climate, being more aware. So, give this little guy and this big guy time to grow. Wait for the weather to be right for them. I doubt you want to go out and sleep all night when it's 30 degrees. So give it some time. And I hope everyone has a good night with this. Hopefully, if the weather cooperates next week, then we will be out in the back outside building compost. It's just too nasty out right now to be doing that. So I hope everyone has a good night. Enjoy your weekend. It's not going to be as warm as it was the other day, but it's going to be decent. So have a good time. Get out in the garden, get things going, and I will talk to you later.